What a victory for the team of Wunderlich and Handegard. 190 to 185. Went right down to the 10th frame. For Walter Ray and Tommy Evans, well, they finished 4th this week. We'll come back with a look at the rest of the top 24 finishers this week and the semifinal match right after this. Back for the semifinal match, and John Handegard will open up on lane 47.
That means that they get their normal finish with Wunderlich on the right lane. Voss and Beach have just decided that they're going to put Voss on that left lane and not worry about the other team.
John Handegard opens with a beautiful strike.
They think they can beat 190. That's all that Handegard and Wunderlich bowled the last game, and if that happens again, they think they can beat that.
But that's 190 in the first game. Now they've had a whole game to get adjusted to the pair.
They didn't throw a lot of strikes, so we'll see. I guess it's called playing your own game and not worrying about your opponent.
Bill Beach, who earlier this year was inducted into the ABC Hall of Fame, opens up with a Hall of Fame shot on lane 48.
And again, right at the 1-3, no hook at all, just a nice roll. The ball did go into a roll at the end. Interesting, Brian hooks the ball quite a bit, or at least compared to the other players on the telecast, except for Brian Goebel, and he just crushed this left lane. So the left lane looks like it swings back, and when you can hook it a little bit like that, you got a little room.
Voss gets a handful, and he flushes it. So Voss and his partner Bill Beach open quickly with a double.
And immediately the pressure switches to Wunderlich right now. He's carrying the weight of the team, so to speak, because he's expected to do these things. And he struggled the last 2 or 3 frames on this lane, and see what he does here.
Good speed.
Will it hit it?
Oh, boy. Tough break there. Messenger almost delivered on the 10, but not quite.
Looked like he made the board move left with his feet. The ball just didn't quite get back solid in the 1-3 pocket.
Now what goes through his mind after missing this in game number 1
is that he's not going to miss it twice in a row. That's what goes through his mind.
Knuckleball again. Turns around and says, I'm at 50%. Let's hope for better than that the rest of the way.
And he says that counts twice. I had a double kiss on it.
He couldn't have thrown that one any better. Handegard up the track and a little high on the pocket.
And he eases up on that spare on that left lane, and it goes high on him every time. The difference between him and Voss in that lane is he's going down the boards. As soon as he lets up, it hooks right away. Brian is left going out. When it hooks, it brings it back to the pocket for Brian.
Mike, do you think that the senior players are more adapted and bowl better in doubles than the touring pros?
No, I don't think necessarily. I think both players enjoy this type of format. You get an opportunity to bowl with somebody else, work as a team together. Doubles is a lot of fun.
Gonna have to hurry. And a fortunate break that time as the 2-pin is left remaining.
And he swung it just a half a board to the right, and it's just not going to make it back. At the 2-pin, he'll go straight at it, and no hook at all. Uses the same ball, doesn't switch balls.
Two-pin disappears as Dolores and Bill Jr. look on. Boy, nice to have an anchor man like Brian Voss bowling with you, huh?
Especially as good as he's throwing the ball lately. That ball rumbling going down there?
Kind of muscled out the 7 and the 10, yeah. The railroad shot that time by Brian Voss.
Between the 2nd and 3rd arrows, swinging out maybe to the 8th board. Comes in light in the 1-3, and the 7-10's there for a while. And they both go, and he Looks it down. Ooh, points at it. Has to hurry. And does.
A little more swing that time for Wunderlich, who you can tell he's moving left with the feet, trying to get that ball to react, and he did that time. Let's see if Handegard can capitalize.
And Steve looks like he's feeling better about himself and about how he's throwing the ball and gaining some more confidence.
Boy, it helps so much to get past that first game, relax a little bit, get into your own rhythm and swing.
Double here would help, too.
And cut the lead to just one. Will he do it? Yes, he does. Handegard and Wunderlich come back with a double.
Handegard is just steady Eddie. I'll tell you, just throws ball after ball after ball into the pocket. And then he misses and he says, what happened? What went wrong?
I mean, he's like a computer when he bowls. Once he dials in the right program, it's all over.
But he's a perfectionist computer. I mean, he expects himself to be perfect, and he can't be.
Good quick shot with the feet. Come on, wash out that 5. 4-pin toppled, but just a little bit in front of the 5-pin.
It would have been a shaky one, but he'd have taken it.
Well, that gives him a double, and then has Brian with the big right hand in the 6th.
Right.
Through the years when you and I have done this, it's interesting. The doubles are tough to come by. Once you get the double, then the string really goes, but it's interesting.
But
you could see how hard Bill was working on that shot. He wanted it desperately.
Because he's thinking in his mind, too, if I strike here, it's a turkey.
Well, both teams with a double. It's about as close as you could get through the middle stanza.
Both teams clean at this point in the match. And that evens it up entirely. The solid 10